So recently, it appeared that Kamala Harris and Oprah Winfrey were actually having some kind of sit down discussion, and there was a panel of people who could ask a question whether they were virtually or physically sitting there. Okay, I have one, two, three videos, I believe, talking about this, and I'm gonna let them play and then I'm gonna play it again and I'm gonna have my commentary just so you can see the full video because that's usually how I like to see videos too. So let's just get into this. So first off, we're actually going to look at how Kamala Harris was saying how, if someone breaks into her house, she would shoot them with her guns because she's a gun owner that she talks about, which was interesting. So let's play it.
I'm a gun owner. Tim Walz is a gun.
I did not know that.
If somebody breaks in my house, they're getting shot.
Yes. I hear that. I hear that.
Probably should not have said that.
But
my staff will deal with that later.
Yeah.
And her little black scent also came through. All right. So she said, if someone comes to my house, they getting shot. They getting shot. Oh, I'm sorry. I should not have said it like that. So here, this one's a two-parter. It's in two different videos, but it's for the same question. All right, so this guy right here is going to be asking a question, and he's going to ask, what are your specific, which means you got to tell me everything, plans to secure the border?
What would be specific steps to strengthening the border?
So it's a wonderful and important question. My background was as a prosecutor, and I was also the elected attorney general for 2 terms of a border state. So this is not a theoretical issue for me. This is something I've actually worked on. Okay. I have prosecuted transnational criminal organizations for the trafficking of guns, drugs, and human beings. I take very seriously the importance of having a secure border and ensuring the safety of the American people.
That was a whole bunch of word salad. She didn't answer the question. So what are you going to do? Let's listen to that again. Then I'm going to play the next clip that is a follow-up to this, or continuation rather.
What would be specific steps to strengthening the border?
Specific steps to strengthening the border.
So it's a wonderful and important question. My background was as a prosecutor, and I was also the elected attorney general for 2 terms of a border state. So this is not a theoretical issue for me. This is something I've actually worked on. Okay. I have prosecuted transnational criminal organizations for the trafficking of guns, drugs, and human beings. I take very seriously the importance of having a secure border and ensuring the safety of the American people.
Says breaking Kamala Harris rambles for so long that Oprah Winfrey had to remind her of the question a black man asked her, which was what I asked, which is what I said, what would you do about securing the border? Okay. And this is Kamala actually forgot the question that Oprah had to remind her. Because from my understanding, they never went to the border. Trump did, but she didn't.
Gets to the point about what does leadership really look like? And is it about you or is it about the people? Right. Is it about running on problems or fixing problems? My work and my career has always been about saying, let's fix problems. Let's address the needs because we know it's within our capacity to do that.
So to answer Justin's question, now that that bill has gone and hasn't passed, will you reintroduce that?
Absolutely. And when I am elected president of the United States, I will make sure that bill gets to my desk and I will sign it into law.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you. Thank you.
We really would love to know what your plan is to help lower the cost of living.
Yeah, first of all, thank you both for being here. And yours is a story I hear around the country as I travel. And in terms of both rightly having the right to have aspirations and dreams and ambitions for your family, and working hard and finding that the American dream is, for this generation and so many recently, far more elusive than it's been. And we need to deal with that.
We really would love to know what your plan is to help lower the cost of living.
Okay, so they just took 5 seconds. So 40, 140, 39, 38, 37, 36, 36, 5, 11, 41. So they only took 5 seconds. So she had about 36 seconds of saying nothing. Okay, I guess I'm confused. They asked a question in 5 seconds. You said nothing in 36. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 7 times as long. And you didn't have one point that you said anything. Well, Alex, what is she supposed to say? Reduce the cost of living? What am I put? Lower gas prices, all these fossil fuels and all this extra bullish. Okay, gas prices could be much lower because these companies, these families that own these gas stations are worth billions of dollars. Hundreds of millions, billions of dollars. You could lower some gas. Food. We're also not going to just be upping food prices just because. We're not going to be price gouging. There's no reason why I was paying $150 for food before and now the bill cannot go anything under $220. Rent freezes. Okay? Mortgage freezes. What we're not going to be doing is having a 1 bedroom for $1,500. A 1 bedroom for $1,200. Meanwhile, the federal minimum wage is $7.25. Minimum wage should be $25. Also, no health care tied to your employer. Everybody gets universal health care because that's what your tax dollars are going towards. How is that? I was just looking at a statistic the other day, yesterday actually. I want to go to Japan so bad. And they were saying Japan has the healthiest people. I think their obesity rate is like 4 to 5, 4 to 6%, 48%, 4 to 8%, something like that. It's not even in double digits. America's more like 30 to 40% of fat out here. Okay. So let's keep it real if we're going to keep it real. So we got a huge obesity rate. Our healthcare costs more than anybody else's of the developed nations. Japan has more slender people in their population and they got the best healthcare. One of the best healthcares out there. They focus on primary. You got primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary is more of let's help prevent you from getting fat or let's help prevent you from getting cancer, diabetes, etc. Secondary is more of your screenings. Let's go and help make sure that you don't have whatever may be going on. Tertiary is this is the last resort. We got to go and get you into surgery or radiation treatments. Japan prioritizes primary. United States prioritizes tertiary. That's why when you go and look at, you got your back hurt, go and try the Delpazolf. It may cause death, motor functions, passing out, suicide, nightmares, everything else. You might start bleeding out of your nose, but come on, everybody's happy in these commercials. What? How about let's do all the stuff I just listed? Alice, what can we do? How can we? Let's go back.
We really would love to know what your plan is to help lower the cost of living.
We're going to have lower gas prices out here, lower food prices. We're not going to be having y'all pay for the tolls anymore because we're going to figure out something out with that. We ain't going to be having y'all pay $10, $20 to get to and from work. Okay. We're also going to be making sure that your health care is not tied to your employer as well. I guess I'm confused because I'm not the vice president. You are. How can you not answer this stuff with the quickness? This is stuff that you should be talking about anyways. Healthcare. You guys should be talking about minimum wage. Y'all should be talking about border security. Y'all should be talking about the cost of living, the housing crisis. Why is it that BlackRock is buying up all these single family homes out here? And it ain't just BlackRock that's doing it. That's why you can't find something that's affordable. That's why everything, rent. And even in America, which it should not be happening, you shouldn't be paying property tax on something you already bought. It's like saying I just bought this cute little top right here from Target. I got it from Target, y'all. It's only like $8 or $5. But anyways, it's like saying I bought this top and I still got to pay taxes on it of 5 cents every single year. Well, why am I doing that if I already bought it? Why am I paying for land again? Why am I paying the taxes on land that I already bought? You do realize they don't do that in other countries, right? That's the thing, Americans, and this is why we can't form anything, can't do anything worth a dang, because everybody, they don't understand how things work. This is the problem. Everyone want to be so independent and separate from each other and not work as a community, work as a country because of all the extra BS that they got going on. Because if you look at it, you would say, oh, you're trying to up the Social Security age. Wait, hold up. You're trying to up or get rid of Social Security? Trying to up the Medicare age? You're trying to take away our benefits? You want us to work longer? We don't get paid much? And you can't go say, well, Americans, they don't work hard. And that's bullish. It's bullish. We don't get paid what we should. We don't get the benefits that we deserve. That's the problem. So yes, this gets on my nerves when I see somebody up here who is supposed to be the vice president who's been gone for 3 years. Just, I don't know what she's been doing. And then she come, I want to be president, y'all. I want to be president. Hey, look, I eat collard greens and chicken wings. I want to be president, y'all. And then someone asks you some questions and you're like, I mean, when I look at health, I think of it like this and cost of living. And you can't say anything. How was it that I was able to get this stuff like that? And I'm not a political figure. I didn't go to school for this stuff. I went to school for community health. I want to help some people. I can't even find a job in that. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about how people can't find jobs? Y'all created all these jobs. Meanwhile, we got people who got bars and all this other stuff out here, and they're paying illegals to work up in there. Can we talk about how we got hotels where people are paying illegals to work up in there as opposed to paying you a fair wage and you're a citizen? Can we talk about how we got these sanctuary cities and, oh, I'm going to go and help out these illegals out here. And then now you're over here exhausting the resources and throwing them into Black communities out here. Debit cards, food, clothes, housing. Well, they don't have to work. Because I'll tell you right now, if you pay for my clothes, okay, because every about 4 or 5 months, usually back in the day, okay, I was making about $200 purchases for my clothes, okay, because I need it, okay. Maybe about twice a year, I was doing it. You paying for my clothes, my food, my housing, and all I got to really pay for all my bills, and all I really got to pay for are my just extracurricular activities like my billiards and my gas. I could do some surveys online and pay for all that. Why would I work? And how is it that people, Americans, we got to pay taxes? Oh, you can need a business license. You need a sales permit. You can't go and buy this. Meanwhile, we got illegals in the subway of New York City selling candy. Did y'all, and y'all had a whole news piece on it. Did y'all ask for her seller's permit? Let's let this BS play again.
We really would love to know what your plan is to help lower the cost of living.
Yeah, first of all, thank you both for being here. And yours is a story I hear around the country as I travel. And in terms of both rightly having the right to have aspirations and dreams and ambitions for your family.
Homeboy is losing faith. She's like, yeah. I love her hair, by the way. I love it when, I'm not even gonna say like white people, but I love it when people who got like straight hair or whatever, when they do those little kind of wave, kind of giving me old Hollywood kind of vibes. I love that look. But anyways, he is slowly losing hope. He's just like, but you ain't been saying anything this whole time.
Family and working hard and finding that the American dream is, for this generation and so many recently, far more elusive than it's been. And we need to deal with that.
What does that mean? I mean, it may be like, okay, well, Alex, this is a little clip. You're not playing the whole thing, yada, yada, yada. Well, this is what I found. But you may say, oh, well, but this ain't everything, Alex. You're not playing the whole thing. But you are a politician. You're supposed to get to a point. We're not going to be sitting around here wasting time. I got the dude. Okay. What you doing? What you doing, girl? Say better than me. Because I'll be like, okay, that's nice. What are you doing? Give me 1 point. Give me 2. Give me 5. The VP for crying out loud. Give me 5 points right now. 1. What are you doing? Oh, you don't have anything. Okay. 2. What are you doing? You don't have 3. What are you doing? 4. What are you doing? 5. What are you doing? You don't have anything. You see, with me, I don't like this word salad BS that a lot of people like to do. Okay. I remember when I was in school and we had to like write, make reports, and they're like, oh, fill it up with fluff, and oh, have some nice. And I was doing all this fluff, and oh, back in the day when the dinosaurs were roam and all this extra stuff. And it was the next year. I was like, oh, back in the day, my teacher, he got a red pen and wrote just, it's like 3 or 4 lines. And I said, well, what'd you do that for? He said, this is fluff. I said, yeah. I said, this is what the teachers wanted. Because I'm be real. I'm the kind of person that is direct, maybe a little too direct, but I'm direct and straight to the point for the most part. And he was like, this is fluff. And I said, well, this is what the teachers wanted. He said, we ain't doing that. And this is when I got to college versus high school, what I learned in writing. This is when I got to college. He said, no, we don't do that. He said, we're going to get to the point, because all this fluff, he said, it's cute, but like, you're losing me. I mean, what are we talking about? And I said, well, that's what I'm saying. He's like, well, I don't, he said, it's too much fluff. He said, we're not doing that. So that's the thing. That's how I feel with her. I'm like, I'm looking, and it's just fluff that you're giving me. You're not giving me anything. You're just talking at this point. You're just saying something. And then you saw that Oprah had to correct her and course correct her because she was over here playing around. And she even forgot what she was even talking about. But I eat collard green, y'all, and I went to as a fast food. Okay, Herschel Walker. All right. Let me know what y'all think down below. Hello, hello, hello. I would greatly appreciate it if you can actually support my little small business called Latrice Limited. It is on latricelimited.com. So as you can see right here, I actually sell candles and a wide variety of other items as well. This is my big forehead, okay? But I actually want to show you just a couple of different items that I do sell. This is actually going to be a part of my soap collection that I have. As you can see, I have a variety of different soaps on here. I actually have 2 pages worth of soaps, and everything is handmade, okay, natural, clean ingredients as well. You can also see right here, these are my candles. All right, they're all handmade, everything vanilla, sweet roses, sage and vanilla and sweet roses are actually my favorite scents that I do have. I also have a few other items on here. I'm actually going to go and show you all the bath bombs that I do have. As you all can see, there's eucalyptus and sage, sweet pea harmony, and so many more. And then we're just going to finish off on the gift sets that I have. There's a variety of them, from like the big ones like this for $45, and then you have some of the smaller ones, and you have these itty bitty ones down here that includes essential oil blends. Definitely shop with your girl. Definitely help your girl out. I would greatly appreciate it. This is like my little baby over here, okay? I would greatly appreciate it, and enjoy.